Welcome to this bar glute workout today. You don't need any equipment apart from a mat or a little space to work in and something to rest your hands on. Just taking a couple of breaths here, just allowing yourself to really settle into your body. Allowing the day to drift away and just bringing your attention to the mat. Allowing your feet to come to hip distance apart now, resting your hands on your surface and taking your left leg back, pointing your toe. Bringing your left leg knee to knee and extending your leg fully back behind you. So imagine reaching your toes to the back edge of the mat or the back of the room. Keeping the spine in a neutral position. Keeping the neck in a neutral position and just keeping very, very light pressure on the surface you're leaning on. The other hands can come to your surface or can come to your waist. Keeping the leg up now and just doing tiny little pulses. So at the top of the contraction, lifting and lowering the glute and the leg up an inch and down an inch, up an inch and down an inch. Moving now to hamstring curls, keeping the leg extended back and just bringing the heel of the left leg to reach your booty. Really giving it a tiny little squeeze as the heel comes in to reach your booty and then extending the leg long again, reaching the toes away from the torso towards the back of the mat. Twisting the leg out now into this scorpion tail position. So the leg is in a 90-degree angle and we're just twisting the knee outwards, almost into a donkey kick. Keeping the spine again in a neutral position, keeping the core in and tight to the body, and then doing tiny little pulses in this externally rotated position. I call it a scorpion tail. And then bringing your feet down to meet each other, taking a moment of pause before we move to the next position. Here we are going to revert back to that extended position, moving the left leg behind, but we're going to lift the heel of the right leg simultaneously as the leg goes back. So as we're extending the left leg back, reaching the toes to the tip of the mat, we're coming up onto the tiptoes of our right foot. Again, keeping the spine in a neutral position and then doing a tiny pulse here with the heel up of the right leg. Up an inch and down an inch, and then flushing through, bringing the left leg down to meet the right heel and really kicking up and behind, making sure again that the belly is pulled into the spine, creating this cradle of support for the lower back. Bringing the knee to meet each other now, and we're going to open up to the side in this fire hydrant position. Maybe bringing the left hands to meet the left side and reaching the leg knee to knee and then up to the side, really squeezing at the top, contracting the glute. Moving to little lifts now, so at the top edge of the contraction, lifting and lowering an inch and really concentrating on that glute muscle, squeezing it as you lift. Allowing the leg now to flush backwards, so bringing the knee to meet the left elbow, extending the toes up and back. And the height here is not as important as the contraction on the glute. So if your hip is pinching at all, just lowering the leg slightly, holding the position at the end, releasing down before we move to the other side. Swapping legs now. Thank goodness we only have two glute muscles. Allowing your right leg now to press backwards, pointing your toes, keeping your spine in neutral. Bringing your right leg knee to knee with the left leg and extending it straight up and back. Allowing your back just to stay in this neutral position, pulling the belly button into the spine, supporting the back, and really reaching the toes towards the edge of the mat. allowing your hands just to rest lightly on your surface. Keeping the leg extended now and lifting and lowering an inch at the top point of contraction. So lift your leg as high as you can and then squeeze it slightly. Move into hamstring curls, bringing your right heel into your booty, giving it a little squeeze and then extending the leg fully out towards the tip of the mat or the back of the room. And the height here again is not as important, it's just important not to have a pinching in the hips. Keeping the leg in and just lifting and lowering in this 90-degree angle, really burning out the glutes here, really squeezing them. Pivoting out to a scorpion tail, taking the knee down to meet the other knee and then out to the right hand side. So imagine a windscreen wiper position. We're just swiveling the leg at the hip. Keeping the leg in a scorpion tail and just lifting and lowering an inch at the top point of contraction, really squeezing the glutes here, really feeling the burn, really burning them out. Giving yourself a moment of pause here and then bringing the leg back again. Here we're going to be lifting the left heel as the right leg goes up and back. So bringing both legs knee to knee as the left heel comes down and then extending the right leg up and back as the left heel lifts, creating this opposing action with the legs, squeezing the glutes every time you lift. Keeping the leg up now and pulsing at the top with the left heel high and just squeezing that glute. I can't emphasize enough. Squeezing that glute at the top point of contraction. Placing your body weight into the heel of the left leg so that your knee isn't taking the pressure. Bringing the right leg down now to meet the left heel and lifting the entire leg from your heel to the sky and just giving it a squeeze again at the top. Making sure that your back is in a neutral position with your neck in a neutral position. No hanging of the neck here and looking at your toes. Then bringing the knee in to meet the other knee and doing a fire hydrant out to the side. Your hips will swivel and open to the side slightly here. It's just naturally going to happen. And that's fine as long as your back is supported and your belly is not on vacation. Holding the leg up in this 90 degrees at the top, squeezing and lifting just an inch here at the top point, and then extending the full leg back, bringing the right knee in towards the tricep, and then extending the toes back towards the back of the room, squeezing the glute at the top again, really burning the glute out here at the last part of the workout, making sure that all your body weight isn't in the left glute and hip so that you're actually leaning to the side but staying central, and then holding the leg up and extending back, arm up to the sky, holding for the final moments, and then releasing down and thanking your body for this workout. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I would love if you could like and subscribe, and I will see you in a video soon.